The things society can do to limit climate change, by far the most vital and consequential is transitioning our energy sector from fossil fuels to clean energy to stop the flow of planet-warming climate pollution. Time is of the essence. Thus, the pace and scale of the change needed to avoid dangerous warming requires nothing short of a Herculean effort. It's hard enough as it is, but now a deceptive nationwide effort to oppose renewable energy threatens to slow efforts even further. Harnessing the endless supply of sun and wind, it's an elegant solution to the world's energy needs and for combating the growing danger of climate change. But building the needed infrastructure requires cooperation of the local communities all across the nation. It's a tough lift, made even tougher by misinformation.
In recent years, a number of groups have been spreading misinformation, mostly in Facebook groups and local county commission meetings or town council meetings.
Michael Thomas would know. As a journalist specializing in climate and energy, he joined 40 Facebook groups that oppose clean energy to examine what's going on.
So there is a legitimate reason for some people not to want a wind turbine down the block or, a solar farm down the block. Is that right?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of valid reasons to oppose a project in your community.
Problem is, Thomas says many of the reasons clean energy supporters are turning into opponents are often not based on valid information.
A lot of people feel an emotional response or feel fear over the safety of their community. And the reason for that is because of the misinformation.
Assertions that turbine noise causes cancer and that turbines are a graveyard for birds have been around for years. But studies show that beyond annoyance and sleep disturbance, there is no evidence that the sound from turbines causes health issues. But there is robust evidence that the energy source turbines are replacing, fossil fuels, pose a bigger health risk, contributing to millions of premature deaths globally per year. Data appears to back that up, showing clean energy is far safer than coal, oil, and gas. And regarding birds, it's true. Turbines do kill some birds. But according to research, pound for pound, fossil fuels kill 35 times more. The misinformation doesn't stop at wind.
If you were spending time in these Facebook groups, you'd think that solar panels are going to contaminate your water and make your family less safe and maybe get your kids sick, when in fact, there's never been one documented instance of solar panels contaminating a water supply.
Thomas says that some of the misinformation is part of an organized campaign to cripple clean energy.
A lot of that misinformation is actually funded by think tanks and nonprofits that are connected to fossil fuel companies.
So why are these think tanks and these fossil fuel companies trying to stop these renewable energy projects?
It's a good question. So there are a lot of fossil fuel companies that have a lot at stake in the clean energy transition. There's a lot of vested financial interest in making sure that we don't transition to clean energy, or if we do it as slowly as possible.
And there is evidence that these campaigns are working. A study this past spring from Columbia University Law School found opposition, whether legitimate or not, has resulted in 121 local policies banning or severely restricting renewable energy facilities. For more Climate Classroom, visit WFLA.com. Jeff Baradelli, 8 on your side.
Thank you, Jeff. Coming up, have rising